This is a 1936 Ford Cabriolet. Been in our family since 1969. Sat for probably 20-25 years. My folks bought it, Oregon City, Lake Oswego area, in the intent to reproduce the car that they came to Oregon, 1950, in a 1936 Ford Cabriolet two-door convertible. The car is stock, 85 horse, 1936 motor. The car has been fully restored by myself for my dad as a tribute to my mom and dad. We did it in the style of the car that they came to Oregon in 1950. The car is an award winner in Camas. It's won Best of Show. It's won Best Pre-50s. It's won Best 30s. It took me, for my folks, I restored the car for them, did it in 9 months, start to finish, and my dad drove it for a few years before he passed away, and then the car came to me, and now I'm the caregiver of it. Okay, yeah, we got the car in 1969, sat around for years, and then when we were ready to start the restoration in the mid-90s, I had to pull it off the frame, restored the whole chassis. The body, I had to put a new floor in, new section underneath the back spare tire, do all the body work to all the panels, all original Henry Ford metal, no fiberglass. The car took me 9 months, start to finish. I was doing it as a tribute to my folks. I put in at least 5 hours a day and all weekends for 9 months to get it done. Painted it myself, all the body work. The only thing that was not done by me is the upholstery and the soft top.
Who taught you how to do all that?
Had to be self-taught growing up. I grew up doing the car hobby with my dad. But if I wanted to do it, I had to learn. So I went to Portland PCC, did 2 years auto body, learned how to do that, and then did my own restoration on this vehicle and others. This car has a big history in Oregon. Sat for a number of years before we got it, and most people know convertibles get a lot of rust. So this had a whole new floor, back half, original running gear, 85 horse, flathead, 1936 motor. It has 4-speed or 3-speed. It has a 254 rear end, so it drives down the freeway at 60 miles an hour all day. Finished it and drove it down to San Francisco, Lake Tahoe, and then back with no problems. Okay, this is a original 1936. They call this a banjo steering wheel due to the strings. They're like a banjo.
Yeah.
This was a deluxe version that they offered. Regular would be just the Bakelite steering wheel all the way. Glass shifter ball. This car is also equipped with a factory radio, which does work. It's been restored. The interior was all pulled out. Everything was sandblasted, primed. I painted it. Had some chrome work done. The only thing we've updated for safety, we put blinkers in the car.
So they didn't have blinkers back then?
No blinkers in them.
Things we don't think about today, do we?
Yeah. And I have put seat belts in the car because you want to stay in it and not fall out.
Right.
This car is a rumble seat car. You can open up the back window to talk to your passengers in the back. And you think about putting your kids in the back nowadays without, child restraint. They didn't think about that back then. They just put them back there and went across country.
And we survived.
And we survived.
Okay. So we're hitting the road up here on Mount Livingston. Where are we going?
Where are we going?
Yeah.
Well, we can go down by Lacamas Lake.
Okay.
If you need. And you can get to see how she drives.
Okay.
We're going up a gravel road, which is
Bumpy.
bumpy.
All the way to San Francisco and Tahoe?
Yeah, I belong to the early Ford V8 Club of America. They hosted a national meet in Lake Tahoe. I took the car down to Lake Tahoe, and then my wife and I drove down to San Francisco. Went down to the Wharf Bay Area and had a little vacation there, and then we drove home.
And so you took this car in the heart of the city?
Heart of the city.
You probably got a lot of stairs there.
Yeah. And the car had less than 1,000 miles on it when we took it, and we had not one problem. We did hit some heavy rains, and you find with the convertible, if there is any water leaks, you find them. So, didn't do too bad. Had a really good time. My interest in the old cars started when I was about, must have been 9, 10 years old. I got my first vehicle. It was a 1939 Ford pickup. Pulled it out of the blackberry bushes at a farmer's field, and took that home and started working on it, got it running. And when I got my license, that was my first vehicle I had to drive. And I sold it and bought another old car, fixed it up, and one thing leads after another. Pretty soon you have a garage full of old cars. And my family grew up with my kids, and I grew up doing the old cars. And most people don't know why they call a Ford flathead a flathead. If you look at the valves, they're in the head, and it's flat. It's just like a lawnmower with 8 of them side by side. But that's why they call it a flathead.